Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. I'm so pleased to be with you here today at this launch party. I'm very, very excited. A long time since I've done a launch party. I think the last time Johnny and I were in the shed with 2 cameras. It was a long time ago. It was pre-pandemic. So I'm going to get to exercise my voiceovers because there's always an out of this world deal, and I haven't done that for a while. I'm very excited about that. But I'm not on my own. I'm joined by the fabulous Jan. Jan, hello.
Hello. We were just saying this is a bit of a first, isn't it?
It is.
Although I know our Leann very well, and a lot of my training I've done with Leann, this is the first time we've actually done a show together.
I know,
as craft demonstrator and presenter. So yeah, a bit of a first going on. I'm really looking forward to it, Leann. We've got a lot lined up today, haven't we?
We have got some fabulous things lined up, Jan, and I'm really excited as well. I think we're going to have a fabulous time. We're going to have a blast. So, Jan, I believe you've got some samples to give us a little sneaky peek of what's coming.
I certainly have, and I can't wait, honestly. I'm very excited about all this. There's some lovely products on, and I'm going to start off purely because they are selling so well. We're going to start off having a look at those gorgeous Swash dies. Now, we did a demo with these first thing this morning, if you tuned in for Wake Up Call, and we talked about these being a very sort of simplistic die, but what a wow factor there. You know, they're a skeleton, what we call a skeleton outline die. This one's been done vertically, but there's no reason why you can't actually put them on the horizontal. We've got 6 different styles for you to do, and you can just see how they've just had that cut twice and that little drop shadow added behind it. That one is that pretty bow there. Very, very simple in their design, but I think so elegant, whether it be a feature on your card like this, whether it be a vertical feature, but whether you want to start extending them. So this one, we've actually gone for more than one. We've actually used, I love how this has been done with the tone on tone for the 3 behind, and then just making that one focal point, and in comes that paper piecing again. These are perfect. Although we concentrated on the actual paper piecing dies for the masterclass, this one would have been perfect for it. But again, taking it to a different level, we're using that border there. You can see at the bottom where we've got the little dragonfly here, we've built it up so that his wings are free, but then just snipping them out at the top here and adding them as extra embellishments. So really sort of starting to decorate with them as well as them being that focal point. And this one I love. I think that is really, really showing it. I love that rainbow effect with the hearts there, and just cascading them down that card just shows off how easy they are to use. So that's our Swash dies, and Leann's going to give you a little update on these because they are selling really well. We've also got on the show those gorgeous fancy frames, which we didn't get to earlier. We've saved those for this show, and these have been designed to sort of showcase primarily your photographs. So they're actually a 5x7 style piece of metal with an aperture inside that measures 6x4, which is the traditional size for photographs here in the UK. So again, you know, it's all been designed to work with it, but just look at those beautiful corners that you've got on here. So this one's the foliage one with the Christmas holly and berries on there. Gorgeous, Jan, little doggy.
I'm so sorry, I must just interrupt a little bit.
I said it wrong?
Apologise massively, but I just have to let everybody know, because you are loving the Swash that Jan showed you right at the beginning there. So much so that we were almost limited when we started the show. We were going to be saying to you, get them because we're nearly limited. In that short time from Jan showing you those, we've actually gone limited stock on those. We have very few left. So if you love what Jan showed you there, please do go and check out your basket and make sure you get that particular border set. It is fabulous value for money. You are saving 35%. You're getting 2 of those dies free. They only launched on the 7th of September, so they've been incredibly popular. So while Jan's showing you the other stuff, if you really want them, I don't want you to miss out, so I wanted to give you that heads up, because actually from just before the show to now, we've lost a significant amount. You love them that much. So go and have a look at those if you really want them. Sorry, Jan.
Shall I save the samples and shall we do a demo with those while we've still got a little bit of
I think we can have a look at what
Are we
we're
all
doing.
right with these?
Yeah, I think so.
So just going back on those fancy frames then, but I chose these two out of the array of samples that we've got because this is actually the same die, and I just want to show off how different it looks there. So you've got the one with the photo in. Doesn't have to showcase a photo, just using it as a frame die with that beautiful, again, little bit of paper piecing going on in there with that frame. I just think when you see them side by side like that, I think it's sometimes difficult to believe that they are the same die. So that's the holly, and again we've got that photo coming in with the snowflakes there. Again, lovely photo in there, and I think these are gorgeous. You know, like I used to send photos when my children were little as Christmas cards, and I think this is great for that kind of thing if you're wanting to pass on family photos to the family. But again, using them as a decorative element. So this one's been done as a frame. I love the fact that it's got the acetate behind it, just to show you that sort of see-through element behind here. But then just snipping into that die, and we've got some extra butterflies there just to add a little bit of detail. So that's our fancy frames. And then the third one, and I think if I remember rightly, I actually launched these and they did really, really well. But we've got the winter florals back on the show as well. I love this one. So these were designed as word dies, so you can actually make your shaped cards. And again, I'll demo these later on so that we can show you how that concept works. And they come with that beautiful decoupage. So if I just tip this, you can just see the depth on that card, just made with a gorgeous little gift box to pop it in. Absolutely beautiful. And you've got so much of the decoupage in the pad. This has actually had two elements popped on to make it look like a wreath. I love that one. Again, we've got the different wording. So this was Noel. We've also got holly, that one, and each one comes with its own set of decoupage. So this has got that gorgeous candle again, really typical of sort of Christmas. But again, not just for shape cards. Why not use those designs and add them to the front of your cards? We've even got a little bit of shaker element going on behind that O in the letter, in the word snow there. So again, bringing them in, you've got all the dies to do the outline and the wording. It's all there prepared, and then these gorgeous decoupage pads, which I'll show you how they come together later in the show. We've also got joy in there, again, that lovely sort of element, and again, this would look lovely with a little photograph behind there as well. And then last one, just showing, you know, just sort of snipping into them. I love how that one's being cut, and we've got the first part of it at the top, second part of it at the bottom there. So just playing around with them and taking them away from that original sort of concept design. So yeah, lots coming up later in the show there.
I'm excited to see what we're going to be demoing, Jan. I really am. I think it's good. It really looks like it's going to be a beautiful, inspirational show, doesn't it? With some fabulous product in it. Three, I have to say, of my most favourite recent launches. This, however, is definitely one of the ones that I normally am really good at predicting a riot. I didn't quite predict this riot as well as I should have. And I'm so thrilled because they are very simple. They are incredibly stylish. They don't overwhelm or overpower any kind of composition that you're putting together, and they'll work on their own to make a statement or as a complementary decorative piece. And I think what it does do is give you all of the space to use your beautiful papers or your inking techniques, your stencils, your embossing folders, all of the things that you want to use behind them. Then this is just the extra little piece on the top there, and they're proving incredibly popular. They are only $31.96 or $39.90 if you're in the US, and that's if you're not in the platinum, if you're not a platinum member. Platinum members $25.57 and $31.84. You can see that fantastic price there. They are limited and we are losing them very quickly. That saving for you, which is 35%, just checking, means you are buying 4 and getting 2 free, essentially. And so you're getting all 6 of them, and every one of them very different. So I'm not going to waffle on too long because they're not going to last. So I think, Jan, do you want to show us what you can do with them?
I will, yeah. And I'm just going to bring in the one that we did this morning, Leanne, because this is what we just kept it really simple this morning. I just made an inked background with our Harmony ink pads and literally cut the design once in black and once in silver just to give that little bit of a highlight on it. And that, I just think that is all you need to do. So if you're just starting starting out your journey in craft, these are excellent from point of view of giving that wow factor with very little actual work involved. Like Leanne just said, this could be a piece of pattern paper from one of your paper pads. It could be a piece of embossed card behind it. Just that little accent with these dies. I can believe why they're selling so well, I really can. So that was the butterfly on that one. And then we're going to use the harmonious hearts. I love this one. So we're actually going to pop this one together. So this is what they look like as far as the metal's concerned. And they are beautifully done. Just a smidge over 6 inches wide. So you can see that that's a good size to work with any of your projects there. Whether you want to work on a 6-inch square card, whether you want to have it, you know, you can sort of have them at an angle. So lots and lots of different ways. So I'm just going to cut this first of all to show you what they look like. And then we'll pop it together onto a card. I've kept it fairly simple again because I want the design to do the work.
Yes.
So
now, Jan, can I just tell everybody why we designed them at just over that 6 inches?
Yeah.
And there's a specific...
This is what I love about having Leanne here. We've got all the inside information.
There's a specific reason for that. So our friends and colleagues and our fellow crafters over in the US there, you have a specific paper size, US letter size, and we have a different size here in the UK, A4. Now, a quarter US letter is it's 8.5 by 11, so you've got 4.25, and it's a little bit more for the UK. So if we do them this 6-inch size, what it means is, and we were careful where we place the hearts, it means you can snip the ends ever so slightly and still go edge to edge, either on your US letter quarter size or your A6, or if you want to do a 6x6 card, you can still do your full width. We were careful where we put the little decoration so you could snip off at either side and use it on all the different card sizes.
Fantastic. This is why I love having Leanne in, you see. So all that inside information that you've got locked in there, Leanne. So again, literally all I've done while you were just chatting there is pass that through our Gemini, and I'm just going to take that piece out now. Absolutely. I just love how sort of thin the design is. We were saying earlier that you would never ever be able to cut this out with a pair of scissors or, you know, sort of do it with a knife, but just look how delicate that piece is there.
Beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it?
What does the waist look like, Jan?
The waist, again, you know, you've got sort of that facility, I think, to paper piece. Just having a look at that here, you know, you might want to inlay, for example, if I try and leave it how it was in here, I've already got one in silver that I'm going to use on here, but just, you know, just sort of laying them back. Nice. Inside, can you just see how you can use both of it? So this could be a panel on your card and just drop that alternative colour back inside there, which is effectively, you know, sort of touching on the paper piece thing that we were doing earlier. So they really, you know, I think there's a lot of uses for these, and I think they'd be, we were saying earlier, Leanne, really elegant for something like a set of invites, you know, whether it be a party or a wedding or something like that, would be really, really nice. So all I've done is I've just grabbed some bits and pieces to pop a Z-fold card together. So I'm literally going to use my double-sided tape pen. I've just done some matting and layering with some silver.
I'm sorry. I promise you I won't keep doing this to you.
No, that's fine. It's important.
Jan, I think you need to go quick.
Do we need to go quick?
Yeah, we're nearly in single figures.
Oh, we're going to lose them.
We're like one before single figures. So you need to be quick and get them in your basket.
It's very, very simple, this one.
Because you're absolutely loving them, and everybody's loving what you're showing them there, Jan. So I do think these are going to go very quickly. So if you've got them sat in your basket, get checked out.
Right, so it is very straightforward, this. I've just done some matting and layering with some silver glitter card, and the paper is actually from the little watercolour pad that was launched with the, now then I'm thinking of the name of them, Leanne, the outline dies with the, oh gosh, what did we call them?
What did they look like?
The gorgeous hydrangeas and the roses.
Oh, the large statement ones. Like
the statement, that was it, the statement florals, yeah. So the paper's actually from there. I just pinched it because I like the paper pad. And then what I've done is I've got my return piece for my Z fold to create that sort of double Z there. So we're going to pop our detailing on here. And again, I want to use the silver one and then overlay that pink one so that we've just got that shadow again. So I'm going to bring in my dotty tape pen, my little love. for all things filigree. So rather than using my double-sided tape pen, I'm going to go to the one that's in the dot formation here, and it's perfect for just adding some details, some glue to that detailed element of your die. So I just want a few dots on that one to line up the silver first, and then we're going to add the pink one to the equation. So I want to place this one, and this is going to be across the front of the actual Z fold. I've just popped some pearls in there ready because I wanted some detail in the middle, and again just pop that across, and if there's any little tiny pieces just overlapping, I'm just going to snip, like Leann was saying, you know, you can cut them down to the size of the project that you're working on. So we've got our silver layer down there, and then I'm going to do the same with the pink, again staying with that dotty tape pen, just adding a few little bits to the back of that die cut, just being careful to follow the line of the die so that I don't damage the die cut there. And then we're going to add this one just to create that little bit of a shadow again. So because I've got the dots on there already, I can position where I want it to go, I can manipulate that into place, and because I've got the tweezers, you know me and my tweezers, I'm just going to sort of have that little bit of the silver showing as well as the pink on there like that. And then I'm going to do the same with the ones at this side here. So I just want a bit of the silver showing just as a highlight there. That one wants to just lift up a wee bit, follow the line of the first one. And this is going to be the front section of my Z fold, and again I'm just going to snip those little extra pieces off that are just overhanging the edge, and this is going to be the piece that goes along the front of the card. So I've popped some tape on the back of here ready, and I want to take the liner off to attach the first one to the back of my card. So if I bring this back in, I'm just going to pop it a little way up from the bottom, line that up with the outside and stick that one down. Take off the liner from the other side, and then this one's going to fasten to the front of the card here, like so. So you can see now we've got that lovely Z fold element, and then all I've done is stamp a little sentiment. I've just gone for a thank you this time with a few of the pearls on there to match, a little bit of the tape on the back of there, and I'm going to pop this one on the inside of the Z fold here. So we've just got that thank you. Again, keeping it nice and simple.
Jan.
I heard that in my ear there.
Jan, we're in single figures, Jan. It's like,
quick,
you can count,
there we go.
let's put it this way, you can count on one hand how many are left, Jan. You really do need to check out your basket. They are going to go. And look at that. I mean, I think, Jan, that shows how simple they are, but what an impact it makes. So elegant.
They're classy, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are.
Really elegant. And just with that touch of silver there, just picks up the light.
Yes, and I do think that for a wedding invitation in a nice monotone colour, it's going to look gorgeous. Yeah. Now, Jan, we're going to have a chat with another one of my very favourite people while you get ready for your next demonstration. And we'll see you in a little bit, Jan.
That's okay.
I know you've got some other fabulous stuff. Now we're going by the magic of TV fabulousness all the way over to the other side of the pond to see another one of my very favourite people. And we're going to see the very gorgeous, love the new hairstyle, Tiffany, I have to say. The very gorgeous Tiffany, and the hair is amazing. You look so elegant.
Thank you. It's easy hair, right? It's just easy. I am so excited to be here with you today, Leann. I was telling people during my Tuesday Live, you got to tune in because you're going to get to meet Leann, and she takes all of my crazy ideas and actually gives them birth in the world, I guess, right? Without you, it would just be ideas, and us together, we've got everything worked out, and you actually bring things like this brand new. Oh, I'm so excited. 12 by 12 storage and supply case into the world for everybody to use to get organized. So should we jump right in and just start talking about these?
I will tell everybody.
Love them.
Yes, absolutely, Tiffany. I'm going to tell everybody what the deal is so they know what the bargain is, and then you can get to showing them what they do. So this is our fabulous brand new storage and supply case collection. I'm not going to open mine up because Tiffany's going to show you exactly what they do, but let me tell you, this is what every single crafter needs to get themselves organised in their craft room. You've got 3 cases with 3 unique configurations inside. You've got a 2-drawer, a 4-drawer and a 6-drawer. Tiffany will talk you through it and tell you everything that's special about them. With this particular bundle, you're saving 20%. It's only $43.97 for everything except the contents that you can see here, or $53.45 if you're in the US. And of course, if you're a platinum member, you can see the savings on the screen there. It's a fabulous deal. It's been incredibly popular. I kind of showed them on Sunday very quickly, and we did a massive amount then. So I'm not going to try and explain because, Tiffany, there's nobody better than you to do that.
And I am in love with this product. Like, all of you know the smaller storage and supply cases. I totally love those. And this was the perfect, like, next level because it's going to accommodate all of our bigger supplies. So I'm going to start with the boring stuff, right? You're going to get a bag that looks like this. It's got handles for carrying vertically. It's got a handle on the side. So if you're standing it up on the shelf, you've got that side handle as well. It comes with a long label card. So when you get your product, you're going to see this long, heavy piece of white card in the bag. That goes in your label pocket. So watch for that and don't throw it away. So you've got this nice long label here. Now, one of the kind of weird things about this is the way that the top closes. And I'm actually, so when you close it up, you're going to be like, that seems kind of weird. Well, the reason we put the top on that way is so that when you're using the bag, the flaps would lay back flat and you could access the drawers, okay? So those are kind of all the baby details about it. And of all 3, you're gonna get the bag, then you're gonna get the big insert tray. So this, for those of you who have the smaller version of the storage and supply cases, right? It's the same concept. That tray is what gives your bag the right structure and support on the edges, and the back makes it able to stand up, all of those things. And then you're going to have the drawer configuration. So I have all my little drawers out right here because I think it's easier to see. So there are 3 drawer configurations. Okay, how did I lose a drawer already? Did I put it? Oh no, it's right there. See, they're hard to see. Okay, so you've got your tray, and then you've got the 2-drawer, and the 2-drawer is basically going to give you that 6x12 dimension. Now, if you are a Totally Tiffany fan and you have other products, you know when I say 12x6, it's actually bigger than that, right? It will fit 12x6 items comfortably. Which means you've got that little bit of extra space top and bottom. So the 2-drawer is 2 drawers that are exactly the same, 12x6. Then you're going to get the 4-drawer, and the 4-drawer are 4 6x6 drawers. And you'll notice mine are hooked together. So we've added this notch and tab system so that when you put your 4-drawer in, when you pull out the front drawer, the back drawer follows. So you want to make sure you're connecting your drawers together when you get them with the notch and tab. Super easy to do. And then you've got the 6-drawer configuration, which is 3 4x6 drawers. Again, they notch and tab together, so they pull in and out really easily. And then you've got just the 2-inch by 12-inch drawers on the other side, right? The long, skinny drawers. One of the things that is great about this product line is that all of these are mix and match. So if you're thinking, oh, what I'd like to have is the 6-drawer and the 4-drawer for a specific purpose, you can easily swap those out, right? You can put the 3-drawer, the 2-drawer. So all of the drawers interchange so that you can create the perfect storage system for whatever supplies you are trying to store. So you can take a look there at the different things. Okay, now let's look. Okay, that was all the like, these are the details. Let's look at all of these bags loaded up and how much fun they are. Okay, next question. I know you're going to ask me, if you use the IKEA Calyx or the IKEA Expedite, will it fit? Absolutely. When you slide them in, it's a tight squeeze because of the trim on the bag, but they do fit in your IKEA Calyx or your IKEA Expedite. And when they're in that way, that allows you to pull the drawers out and get to what you need, which is why now it's a little bit more obvious why we wanted those flaps to fold back. You're also going to find on the front flap another pocket. So just in case you are stacking them this way or storing them this way, you do have a labelable pocket sewn onto the front. You can just add your own piece of card to that and label it. So this is the 2-drawer, and you can see kind of that extra space that you've got in there, right? So here's some 12-inch rulers and long paintbrushes, and they fit in there with still room to spare. Really easy to put things in and out, which you know is one of the keys. And then things like small tools, flat tools, scoreboards, small cutters, they're all going to fit in there as well. So some of you have cutting systems that have lots of little pieces to them and shapes to them, and you are going to love this bag for organizing those and keeping them organized, keeping everything visible and accessible. So this is the 2-drawer. This is the 4-drawer, right? So heavy things are no problem. I've got punches in there. Now, 6x6 paper. These drawers are 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. Not all 6x6 paper is 6x6. So it isn't, they're not going to fit all 6x6 paper, but if you have paper pads that are, the paper pad itself is 6x6, no problem in there. 6x6 cards, those type of things, they're all going to fit in there. But remember, a lot of times our paper that's 6x6 or 12x12 is not actually that dimension. But things like the paints, I've got my paint palette here. I could swap these 2 drawers out and put them next to the paintbrushes. I've got that long space for paintbrushes, or I could use the long skinny for paintbrushes. So you are going to love the flexibility, the way that you can create the perfect organizer for whatever it is that you might be trying to sort, store, organize, and take with you. You're going to love these 12x12 storage and supply cases for that. Then in this 6th drawer, this one is loaded. Now I know loads of you over there in the across the pond love sewing. There's a lot of soft craft there. This 6x6 I've got loaded up. This center section here, this is bias tape and rickrack and elastic, all those types of things, small tools. I've got, and again, the 6 drawer hooked together, so you can see they pull out all together. I've got crochet hooks, knitting needles, zippers, seam turners. They're all in there. They're all easy to see and easy to get to. They're easy to store, and they're also easy to take with you when you travel. Okay, I know that's going to be your next question.
Tiffany, I absolutely love these.
And the answer is yes. I know some of you are thinking already. Can I store these in my Lois tote or Cindy tote? And you absolutely can. You can get up to 4 of them in your Lois or in your Cindy tote. So really easy to take them with you, to travel with, especially when you're using the Cindy tote or the Lois tote. So many options, Leann, so many things that are going to fit in these bags. I can't wait until everybody gets them in their little hands, and then you and I will be able to find out what other things people are using them to store with, which is always the funnest part, isn't it? Seeing what our customers come up with.
It actually is the most fun part, isn't it? Seeing what everybody else has done with them. I absolutely adore this product. And I think for all of us at home, you're not going to realise how useful this is and how much you really do need it to organise yourself until you start using them. I certainly found that. What I did while Tiffany was just talking there was open up all of the flaps on my bag so I can show you what we're referring to in terms of having them in your IKEA units, where that becomes a full drawer system where you can take those drawers out and pop them in. I'm not tall enough to get that back. There we are. But you get the idea. So all of those will stack up and it becomes your own customizable storage solution where you can remove those with those little turn back flaps. So remember, you are saving 20% on this bundle. It's only $43.97 for all 3 of those bags, and the tray and all of the cubes that go inside. The contents, of course, will be your own when you organise them. So $43.97 or $53.45, saving 20% for this brand new item. And I have to be honest and say, I think this is one of the best solutions I've ever seen Tiffany design. It's the one for me that speaks to me subliminally to say this is absolutely fabulous. I adore this, Tiffany, I really do. Now, we're going to move on from this because you are shopping and you're loving that. And we're going to have a look at our vinyl roll organisers next. which is absolutely fabulous. I love this. So it's an 8-piece vinyl roll organizer, and you get 3 pieces in here. It is a fabulous value again. You're saving 30%. It's only $19.98 or $29.98 if you're not a platinum member. If you are a platinum member, then it's $15.98 or $23.98. You're getting 3. It's a 3-pack. And Tiffany, we've talked about this so many times. You made this for vinyl. I use it for fabric. There are so many different ways you can use this. And I know you were surprised to hear me say that on one of the shows. It was a good 12 to 18 months ago, I think, actually, Tiffany. I still to this day have fabric in mine. It's just so useful, and you realise when you start using it how useful it is, don't you?
You do, and there are so many great ways to use it, like you said, Leann. So in the kit, in the 8-piece kit, you're getting the box that the vinyl rolls are stored in. That's 1. Then you are getting the scrap pocket. That's number 2. And then you are getting 6 of these weird little flat plastic things. And these are the tubes that are going to go around your vinyl once you unroll it, right? So if you put a rubber band or if you put a piece of tape, now you have to get it. The rubber band is going to squish it. The tape is going to be stuck on there. So once you unroll your vinyl, then you are going to be able to put it into the tube. And if you have big scraps left as well, so that's kind of a weird cutout piece right there, I can just roll that up and put it right into the middle of the tube or wrap it around the outside of the bigger piece of vinyl. But now I've got my vinyl and my scraps, everything all stored together. It's got, so this is, most vinyl is 12 inches long. So this is 11 inches, which makes it easy to pull in and out of the tube, right? You're not going to fight to get it in and out. So it's a great way to store your vinyl, keep it rolled up. Now, it also works if you use 12 by 24 or 12 by 18 papers and you want to keep those rolled up. You can also use the roller piece for that as well. You can store it vertically right here in your vinyl roll organizer. And then you've got the scrap pocket as well. So if you have little small scraps that aren't going to fit rolled up around your tube of vinyl, that's what the scrap pocket is for. So all 6 rolls of vinyl that you've got in your tray, you can store the tiny scraps in that pocket, and then you're going to have them handy and at your fingertips as well. Now, one of the great things about this is, like so much of Totally Tiffany products, it maximizes your shelf space, right? I always talk about going back to front, left to right, and top to bottom. This goes right on your shelf, fills that space, but the accessibility of just being able to pull it on and off the shelf. I mean, I've got countless, right? Look how easy it is for me to just pop that off the shelf and bring it out. So whatever color I need, whatever I'm working with, it's so easy to get to, but there are so many other things you can use them for. So this is my Teflon mat that I use to craft with. I wrote my name on the sleeve because I go to craft class with this. Plus it's clear, so it will disappear. This is a great way to keep my craft mat rolled up so that I can store it right on the shelf with everything else. It makes it nice and easy to transport. The other thing I love these for, the plastic sleeves, if you use a Cricut machine, you've got that clear plastic sheet that goes over your Cricut mat when you store it, but it disappears the minute you set it down because it's clear in your craft space. Roll it up, put it in one of these tubes and put it near your Cricut machine, and then you're not going to lose that either. What else are you going to be able to store? Of course, you are going to be able to store your cutting, right? Mine are kind of beat up, right? These are all my cutting mats, all for my Gemini machine. So it's a perfect way to store anything like that that's long and flat as well. And again, you can pull it off your shelf, bring it out when you're working on with your Gemini machine, use it on your workspace to be able to pull things in and out of, and so then you're not burying your mats either or your cutting platforms either when you're doing that. But it's going to work. I mean, most of you know I am a journal junkie, right? So these are all like my little journals, replacement pages, but it's perfect for office supplies as well, Leann. Easy to put your files or your folders in there. I keep this open on my paper cart. So an easy way to keep paperwork organized, or paper as well. Journals, anything like that. I love, love, love it for cutting mats for platforms. I love it for that. And I've used it with almost all the different brands. So it's going to fit almost every brand of cutting mat. So I think this product line in particular makes it so easy to stay organized and keep things accessible. If you're using it for vinyl or if you're using it for other supplies, you're absolutely going to love it. Or if you're using it for felt or fabric like Leann does, it makes those things easy as well.
Do you know, Tiffany, I do absolutely love this, and I have got a significant amount of fabric in one of these. I have to say, Tiffany, recently I found another use for this, and it's heirlooms and memory keeping. So my granddaughter, she's going to be a Picasso. I mean, the artwork she's producing already at the age of 2 really should be in the Tate Modern. I'm just letting everybody know. And she's prolific. She's prolific. There's a lot. She does 20 every sitting. But I don't want to throw any single one of them away. So what I'm doing is, and I don't want to fold them because I don't want them to be creased. So actually, Tiffany, I've got one of these and I'm rolling them and putting them in a sleeve and I'm putting them away so they're kept and I can show them when she's older and go back to them. And I'm thrilled because it's using a small amount of space. They're not getting ruined. I can keep them nice and clean and tidy. And it's it's heirloom keeping for me as well. You really don't realise how useful this is until you get it home and you start realizing what you can put in it.
Absolutely. They are so functional. I love the idea of storing heirlooms like that, especially for those of us who are scrapbookers. You can roll those things up that you want to put in your scrapbook. It's going to keep them safe. It's going to keep them protected. You're not piling them up somewhere, beating up the edges and corners. That is an excellent use. I'm sure people are going to love that for all kinds of paperwork things that you want to then use or share later. They're perfect.
Absolutely.
Even for the custom wrapping papers, like sometimes you buy those big sheets of custom wrapping paper, it would be perfect for those as well.
Absolutely. So incredibly useful. I just want to be sure that everybody knows exactly what they're getting because I got a little bit, I was confused, not from what you were saying, Tiffany, from what we wrote on the screen. So I just want to be sure everybody understands. You get 6 of these sleeves, you get your file that you're putting it in here, and you get this extra piece that Tiffany was explaining all the pieces go in, which makes 8, and then you get 3 of those. So you get 3 of the trays, you get 18 of the sleeves and 3 of those pockets for $19.98. So this one I'm looking at here is not all you get this times another 2, which is a phenomenal amount for that $19.98 or $29.98, and you are going to find so many ways to store with this. So I just wanted to be sure that we all knew exactly what we were getting for our money there. Oh. Now, I have to say, I knew this was in our collection. Just tell me that again. Sorry, Johnny, I missed that. Okay, I thought there was a stock update for me there. I beg your pardon. So we think there might be. So it's so there is a stock update. So do you know what it is, Johnny? Just call me Mystic Meg. Just call me Mystic Meg. Absolutely, it's a 50% stock update on this, but you are saving 25%. For $9.98 or $11.98, it's a fantastic deal. I knew that these were in Tiffany's collection. I knew they were the product, but they're not a product that I'd had a direct experience with until recently, and now I'm converted. My whole craft room is looking like a Tiffany palace because I've just got everything organised. It is so incredibly useful. It's these little wallets that go inside these pockets that really do give, we call them a card. I have to say they're not a card. And you get 8 of these. So this is like a little storage sleeve in its own right, and you get 2 sets of 4. So 8 of them that fit perfectly in here. And so many of you use them for your dies, which we can see here. You use them for your stamps and organisation. Tiffany's going to show you how. I just want to tell you what I use mine for very quickly. My 12 by 12 scrapbook papers, when I cut it in half, because I'm going to do a square card, I'm always struggling about where I put that 6 by 12 piece from that beautiful pad, because I don't want it to get dog-eaten horrible. This now is my holy grail of scrapbook paper organising because of those card pockets that are in there, where for every single pad that I've got, I've now got one of those cards and all of the pieces go in there because of that 12-inch in size. It's absolutely genius for that alone if you love 12 by 12 paper. And that's just how I use it, Tiffany. I'm sure you've got loads more ideas. And the price is absolutely exceptional.
The price on it today is awesome. It's super popular because of that, Leann, because it is such a classic size for scrapbooking, and you are getting the pockets. So you're getting 8 pockets total, and then you're getting the box. And I just kind of have a variety of things in this one box so I could show you the different ways that it works. So 6 by 6 paper pads are gonna go in there side by side. Like all Totally Tiffany stuff, bigger than 12 inches, taller than 6, even though we call it 12 by 6, you've got that extra room. So if you're looking for some paper pad storage, that's perfect. Now, if you had those paper pads and you started cutting them up, like Leann mentioned, you could use the 12 by 6 storage pockets to store the corresponding scraps. So you've got the paper and the scraps together in one place. That makes it so easy to use your scraps and make the most of them when they're stored right there with your paper pads. So as you can see, I've got the 12 by 6 pocket here. It's got this nice crescent cut in the front, which makes it easy to pull things in and out of. Super simple. So this whole this whole little pocket is filled with all the pieces for a kit, right? It had some different embellishments and some stickers, and they're all together in the pocket. So if you're looking for a place where you might want to keep things together, or you're planning something, maybe you're planning your Christmas cards and you want to be able to keep all of the pre-cut pieces that you're going to use on those Christmas cards together, this is a great way to do that as well. If you use the 12-inch templates for cutting, so these are the Kiwi Lane templates, if you use these, this is a perfect kind of the birthplace for this product, being able to store those long templates. Now, of course, there are other pockets that fit this, so you'll see those 12 by 6 pockets that are divided into different sections, if you want those as well. One of my favorite things for this storages are your 12 by 6 stickers, especially things like alphabet stickers that are dimensional. So these are thickers, and you know, once you take them out of the package, they get hung up on each other because they are dimensional. So that is where, sorry, I'm doing this upside down and backwards. That is where these pockets really come in handy, so that you can take them out of the package, put them into the pocket, and not worry about getting those stickers stuck on other things, or, you know, bumping into each other and pulling them off the cardboard. So I just use our little shut your flap tabs to label each one, which you probably see here sticking out of my box. And then I put the label right on the package, and when I move it to the pocket, as soon as I open the package, I just move the label as well. So they're brilliant for storing all different types of things. So this is all Christmas supplies, right? But you can see even those 12-inch long stickers, because we have that extra distance, the 12-inch stickers are going to fit perfectly in the pocket. Chipboard stickers, dimensional stickers, all kinds of embellishments. It's the perfect solution for storing all of those things together. Someone asked me today during my Tuesday Live about storing something. Do you remember what it was, Susie? And this was the solution. I was like, oh my gosh, today is your perfect day, because this product is exactly what you need, and it is on sale today as well. Oh, it was long dies. So you kind of mentioned that already, Leann. She had bigger 8.5 by 11 dies. And if you use this with our 8 by 5 magnet in that 12-inch pocket, you're going to be able to store all of your long dies and have a little bit of room for the corresponding stamps as well. So the box itself does have the little pull-up handle at the top. It's going to come with the 8 pockets, and then depending on how much you put in there, that will fill it up, or you may be able to get another set of pockets as an add-on item and put 12 pockets in there, just depending on what you've got and how thick those pockets are. So Leann, this is really, and again, I just want to one more time say, when you're putting it on your shelf, right, you're filling your shelf left to right, back to front, and top to bottom, right? It's easy to slide those things off and on your shelf, and at the same time, you're keeping everything organized. And if you like to travel, you can travel with this as well. And yes, it does fit in your Lois tote or your Cindy tote. So all good things, Leann, with this handy little 12 by 6 organizer.
I absolutely love this, Tiffany, and it was very recently that I discovered this and started to catalogue all of my scraps of scrapbook paper. appropriate to pad, and it has changed my life in terms of being able to find what it is I need to get and what I need to do with it. It's just incredible. And for that price, where we're saving over 25%, it's absolutely now the time when you get yourself 2 or 3 and you just get yourself organised at home, because you will enjoy craft. I love the fact that Tiffany always says you enjoy it more if you can find it. I'm sure you've got much better words than that, Tiffany, but the sentiment is, if you can see it, you'll use it. And the fact that it's organised and you know where to go and get it just is absolutely fantastic. It really is. So for $9.98 or $11.98, saving over 25%, you will, once you get these home and start using them for your organisation, understand what Tiffany and I are saying to you. You really will. Oh, well, you agreed. It was 50%. I had a premonition with Johnny earlier and said, I think there was a stock update. It was 50%. Guess what? Since we've talked to Tiffany, you've jumped on, you've got it. It's sold out and gone. So this deal has left us now. Really, for those of you who've got it, you will not regret it. Well done to you for grabbing it before it went. I'm really pleased for you. You will not regret it. And do share in the lives that Tiffany does and let us know what you're storing in yours. I can't wait to see. So I'm just going to put it to the side. I'm not going to talk about it anymore because you can't buy it anymore. However, what you didn't see, when Tiffany was talking to you about that fabulous thing that sold out that we're not going to mention, I was gesticulating to Johnny, our producer, because I'm like, are you sure you get all of this in this next bundle? And I'm doing all of the hand signals. And yes, the answer is you get all of this in this next bundle, which I think is an absolutely phenomenal deal. You are saving a really good, an over 20% saving on this. And the price that you can see on your screen, $42.98 or $53.98, depending where you are, you're going to pay for everything I'm about to show you, which I think is fantastic. So you are getting your paper handler, which you can see, I mean, we've shown you these so many times before. You've got those slidey handles that go down, so that can go onto your shelf and you can take it in and out. Tiffany's going to show you more details than me. And then the pulley up handle. So you're getting that. You're getting this fantastic set of pockets, which is double-sided. So you've got your 3 pockets on the front here, and then you've got your larger pocket on the back for your bigger items, which is brilliant. Tiffany will show you that. You get, I'm going to have to put it down, I'm going to push it over. You also get these great slip pockets for use with the like fab file tabbed dividers, so you can do all of your organisation. You'll see when Tiffany's got stuff in them what you do with that. You get that, and you get this storage case, which is great for all of your 12 by 12 pads, paper handling again, and it's got that fabulous tray in, which gives the bag the rigidity to hold significant weight from all of those 12 by 12 pads, and the construction phenomenal to do that with style. So you're getting that, you're getting your tab dividers, you're getting your double-sided pockets, and your collapsible handle paper handler. All of that for $42.98 or $53.98, saving over 20%. Another fantastic deal, Tiffany, for an incredibly useful product.
You know, this little bundle is kind of like a taste tester, right? So you're getting a couple of our best 12 by 12 storage tools, and then the things to help you really keep those things organized. So like you said, you are getting the 12 by 12 paper handler. It's got the handy pull-up handles. And this is great if you are gonna, if you don't craft always at home in the same place, you can pull this off the shelf, take it to the dining room, take it to the TV room, or if you're in your regular craft room, you just pull it off the shelf and set it on your table. So you're not using up, if you just took out your papers, set them on the table, you've used up 12 inches by 12 inches of space, and that's prime real estate when we're crafting. So being able to grab the box and set it on your table means you're only using up 3 inches by 12 inches. Everything stays organized and accessible. So the paper handler, one of our best-selling items year in and year out. It is just a perfect problem solver. And then with that, you are getting the Scrap Master organizers, and the Scrap Masters will fit in your paper handler, and they are giving you this big folder perfect place to organize your scraps. It's got the exterior pocket with the slash. It's got the 3 interior pockets. It's got a slash pocket on the inside, and it's got another big pocket on the outside. So if you pop this right into your paper handler, this is all my yellow scraps. When I want to work with something and I just need a small piece of paper, I'm going to pull out this folder and I'm going to see all the different things that I have in that color category. So this, the Scrap Master, called the Scrap Master, designed for scraps, but it works great as well. So this is an entire collection of products and papers that all came together. So dimensional things, stickers, embellishments, stamps, dies, everything. You know, one of my mantras is keep things together you use together. And look how much stuff, and I always make a mess on my workspace here, how much stuff fits in here. So I don't know, maybe that's 30 sheets of heavy cardstock, but all of the other things are going to fit in those pockets too, because they just gusset out so nicely. So it's a great way to store all of the things that come in a collection in the Scrap Masters, and it's also a great way to store things by theme or category. So you may want to take all of your travel supplies, all of those embellishments and bits and pieces, and put them into one Scrap Master as well. Really, the uses for the Scrap Master are countless, and they are going to fit in your paper handler. Well, here we go. I've got a couple right here in the paper handler. So this is all football, American football. Travel right here. This is a project that's all put together. This is a Christmas card project where I've got all the bits and pieces for those Christmas cards in one place. So I can just pull that folder out and use it as a project folder. So, well, and these are so popular. If you've ever used the Scrap Masters, you know you love them. This is a great time to get the boxes, to get the 12 by 12 paper taker as well. Now, if you are going to put your Scrap Masters in your paper taker, my recommendation to you is to take out the tray, right? Just gives you a little bit more room. It's a little bit easier to work with. Now, the paper taker though, and here's those pockets, Leann, that you were talking about, you're getting the tab divider pockets. So this is all flat sheets of vinyl. I've got it by color, and then I've got the scraps in there as well, and they fit perfectly into the 12 by 12 paper taker. So you can use the pockets for scraps and bits and pieces, and then you can also use that tab at the top to divide them up by color or theme or project or whatever you're storing in the 12 by 12 paper taker. Now, I will say as an aside, the 12 by 12 paper taker is really a great project planner as well, because you've got that 2 inches of depth. If you're going to do a project and you just want to take one small bag with you, your paper, your stickers, your pre-cut pieces, your scissors, your washi tape, all of those things are going to fit perfectly in here and give you just one project in one bag. So it's a perfect solution. One question I get asked all the time is about storing stencils. So here are those 12 by 12 pockets, and I've just put all my stencils in there. So you know, with stencils, they get dirty. They have all the little cutouts in them, so when you try to store them, they get hung up on each other. They're also thin and flat, so if you put them somewhere on a shelf or lay them flat somewhere, you're going to lose them and never use them. We don't want that to happen. So it's a great way, Leann, to store your stencils as well. And again, you can store them in your paper taker or in your paper handler. So this is kind of a no-brainer bundle. I mean, we all have these types of things that are kind of floating around our craft room. And so you've got a couple of different solutions for rounding those things up, getting them organized, and getting them vertical, which is also one of the things I love when it comes to organizing and maximizing space.
I could not agree with you more, Tiffany. I love that idea of stencils. I hadn't thought of that. And I must just say the Scrap Master, or the Scrap Master, depending on where you are and how you say it, I have started to use that now for every Sarah Signature collection I buy or every Nature's Garden collection I buy. I get a Scrap Master and I put I literally organise the whole collection into that and put it in a file. And everything's kept together, all of my embellishments, my ribbons, my little accessories, my frames, my dies that work with it, my 12 by 12 paper, my card. It's all in that one handy pocket, and it saves so much room in my craft room, Tiffany. I just feel it is completely Genius, I love it. We're getting so many positive comments through, Tiffany, and I have to tell you, we're also getting some fantastic ideas for product. So you and I will put a little meeting in and review all these comments from Susie, because they've got some good ideas out there. I must just pass some of the love on, though, to you. Mary Pat says, one of my all-time favourites is the Scrapmaster. Nancy says, love, love, love Scrapmaster. Barbara says she loves it too. Lillian said that she absolutely loves when Tiffany's on, that she loves all of our product. She said all of them are saying the price is fantastic. All of these people sending you love. Pammy, Tess H, Beth Valone, Barbara Radsovsky, Donna Walter, Michelle Matson, Tess H, Barbara Carlson, Katie McQueen. So many people saying that they find you incredibly inspirational and how much they love your product, Tiffany. I can't tell you how much there is here, honestly. And I think that's wonderful. And I think it's testament to the quality of the product and the inspiration you bring in terms of getting our craft organised. So on behalf of all of these people who are messaging in, I'm sending a big thank you and loads of love. The next bag we've got, we're coming up with Karen, aren't we? Karen is one of my favourite buddy bags. I absolutely love her, simply because she stores the best glue in the world really, really well. I have got Karen's full of Kalal all-purpose glue. You're not just getting Karen, you're getting these fantastic wallets, which Tiffany will talk you through as well, and the little pockets and the magnetic to go with. You're saving over 25%, and you're only paying $15.97 or $24.27. And of course, if you're a platinum member, $12.78 or $19.42. For Karen, the inside box, the pockets and the magnets, an absolutely phenomenal deal again. And everything that we're showing everyone tonight, Tiffany, they're loving the deals and everyone is shopping and really filling their baskets. But I can't wait to hear from you why Karen is so fantastic.
You know, Karen was, okay, so one of the unique things about Totally Tiffany is in the design process, we really are crafters, right? We have our own problems to solve, and they are the same for every crafter. And so Karen used to be my right-hand gal. She was a huge card maker, and she came to me one day and she said, I need something to store the stuff that I used to make cards, and 5x7 is the perfect size, and that is how all of this was born. So it is named after Karen because she was the one who inspired the Karen bag. So you are right. We have got this nice, one of the beautiful things about this is that it does have this nice angle up the side, right? So it gives you kind of that feel of a recipe card file, but it makes it easy to see everything that's in that bag really nice and neatly. So let's start with the pockets. So you are getting 3 sets of pockets total. Is that correct? 3 sets? And they are tabbed. They come with the little sticker so you can label them. And then you are getting 1 set of the 5x7 magnets. So the pockets are super versatile for all kinds of things. The magnets you are going to absolutely love for storing your dies. So obviously I've got 2 magnets in this. So I've got a set of stamps, and then I've got 2 sets of dies, one on this side, one on the other side. So if you're using stamps and dies that go together, you want to store them together, these pockets and the magnets are perfect. So ideal for die and stamp storage. Now, one of the questions I regularly get is, do I have to put everything in a pocket? And the answer is absolutely not. You do not have to put everything in a pocket. I'm going to tell you why I love the pockets, because as you look into my Karen bag, everything is the same height. So if I put something small in there, right? So these are pre-cut card. If I just put them in there, they disappear. I don't even know that they're in there anymore. So by putting everything into a pocket, now you've brought everything up to the same height, and it's really easy to see all of those labels. My other piece of advice to you is whatever you put a label on, label it on both sides. And that way, if you put that pocket back into your Karen bag backwards, you are going to be able to see the label on both sides. So super simple. The pockets are going to work across the board for all kinds of things. This is all Christmas, like a collection of Christmas products that I'm all using together. And they're all just in there and labeled, so it's easy to see. So if you're thinking, oh, I don't really need that for dies and stamps, it is perfect for things like embellishments, grouping things together, stickers. Think about all the pre-cut pieces that you may already have as well. So it's a great way to store those, especially if you're someone who cuts like small squares, rectangles, things that you use all the time, circles, and you want to be able to store those easily. This is the perfect solution for this. I think, and Leann, you can probably confirm this from your end. Karen and these pockets are probably our #1 seller. They're so versatile. They're so functional. Whether you're storing dies and stamps or other supplies, 5x7 cards, 5x7 envelopes, cards that you've already completed, right? And you're looking for somewhere to store those where they're easy to get to. The Karen Buddy Bag and the pockets, Leann, are a perfect storage solution for everything, especially for those of you who love making cards. So many of us do.
You are absolutely correct. It is one of our biggest sellers. And I think you're right, Tiffany, because it is so incredibly versatile. And I recently seen somebody on our social media sharing, they use it to store all of their embellishments on cards. And because if an embellishment falls off, a piece of self-adhesive backing, it falls into the pocket, you haven't lost your embellishments, you're not rooting around in the bottom of a box and you're not losing it. Or if you're like me, getting sick of the mess and putting them in the bin. So it keeps everything organised, it saves you money, and it's fantastic. Karen is definitely one of our best sellers. This product, I absolutely adore. Well, you can tell I love all Tiffany products because they are just so incredibly useful. Every single one of them has a place and a reason in your craft room, and it just solves all of the issues, all of the struggles that we've got, and makes things easy and accessible. This product is by no means any different. And again, a fabulous deal on these for an amazing product. We're saving 15%, over 15% on this bundle. So for $40.97 or $46.97 if you're in the US, you're getting all 3 of these fantastic paper takers. And I have to tell you, I didn't know I needed paper taker in my life until I got paper taker, and now I definitely need paper taker in my life. It's absolutely fabulous, and I can't wait to hear Tiffany tell you all about these 3. And you're getting all 3 in those 3 different sizes. You're getting all 3 of those, and Tiffany's going to tell you, you're getting 4. Oh, I've got one missing. Oh, I had it. Hang on. Oh my word, we're getting this as well. Now, you see, I was just standing there thinking, that's a great deal, because that's what I thought we had. But we get this too. Oh my word, I did not realise. So, even better deal, £40.97 or £46.97, and you're getting 12 8x8, 6x6 and 5x7, which is incredible, and it's all of the paper sizes we use. Tiffany, I'm not going to waffle anymore. You tell us why this is so fantastic.
You know, paper takers are so simple, so easy to use, and what they do is allow you to easily transport things. So again, you've got the handle on the top, you've got the handle on the side, you've got this nice big hook and loop across the front. So even if you put it in your tote sideways or upside down, nothing is going to fall out of your paper takers. So they are the standard paper sizes, 5x7, 6x6, 8x8, 12x12. So we know they're going to fit all of that. But also, as you can see here, so this is loaded up with cards, pre-cut cards, and envelopes, and they all are going to fit in there. So it's a great way to store things by color, or again, to transport them and keep them protected as you're traveling with them. We talked in the very beginning of the show about introducing things, and then customers, you guys telling us other great ways to use them. So one way people love to use the 5x7 is for marker storage and transporting their markers around. So I've got a variety of different markers in here, the shorter markers. The other nice thing about, Copic, the older Colorista, the Spectrum Noir, they all fit in there, right? You can store it flat this way or flat this way if you're trying to keep those markers flat like your manufacturers recommend. So the 5x7 is going to fit that style of marker. Of course, the 6x6 is perfect for 6x6 paper, and it's going to work with our 6x6 tab divider pockets as well. So if you're trying to keep your scraps and your paper together, it's going to fit most brands of 6x6 paper pads. Now, one question that I get regularly about paper pads, so this will kind of give you an example of kind of the size difference for everything that's labeled 6x6. You can see it's quite different. How many paper pads can I fit in my paper taker? And that totally depends on how many sheets of paper or how thick that paper pad is, right? So you've got about 2 inches of space here. So as many as you can stack in there. Again, it's going to depend on how many sheets are on each of your paper pads. Of course, aqua markers fit perfectly in the 6x6 as well. So again, if you're looking for easily transportable storage, maybe you want to keep all of your markers together in color groups or something like that, you're going to love the 6x6 paper taker for those tri-blends, and those aqua markers as well are awesome for that. 8x8, of course, 8x8 paper, and it works with the 8x8 tab divider pockets as well. And then, of course, if you're a planner junkie like I am, the 8x8 is perfect for the medium-sized planner, which is kind of the most common. I also like to keep a couple of extra pens tucked into my pocket here on the edge so that I have those handy. You could put a small pair of scissors in there as well if you like to use that while you're working on your planner. We talked a little bit already about the 12x12 paper taker. This one is loaded up with the tab divider pockets. So obviously great for 12x12 paper, great for project planning. Also, if you are taking your rolls of vinyl somewhere where you don't have a lot of them, you're looking for just a single little storage space for the few that you have, it's a perfect place to store your rolls of vinyls, or to transport your rolls of vinyls if you're going to an event as well. So you already know this, right, Leann? We all know this. The 12x12 paper taker does fit in your lowest tote. And so, of course, all the other ones will as well. But a great way to transport so many different things around. This will also fit in your IKEA calyx. Again, it's tight to put it in there because of the trim, but you can put it in here. I think if you go this way, it's a little bit easier to pull in and out. So if you're using IKEA storage, Calyx or Expedit, this is a great tool for that as well. And Leann, this is an amazing deal. I mean, what a great day. If you've never worked with paper takers and you are say, I just want to get a little sample of those, this is the perfect bundle to get, but I promise you, you are going to absolutely fall in love with them. So if this is the size of storage and the type of storage you need, today is the day to really stock up and save on these great products that are so versatile all over your craft room.
I completely agree, Tiffany, and I must just tell you what I've been putting in my 12x12 paper taker recently. I've been putting, when you buy meterage for the backs of quilts, etc. So my 1 meter plus pieces of fabric, I've been folding them into squares, and I've got them all stacked, dust-free, easily found, portable in my 12x12 paper taker. It is absolutely fabulous for that. You will find 1,000,001 uses other than the reason it was designed when you get them home, and that's testament to the quality. The deal is exceptional, £40.97 or $46.97 when in dollars. You are going to love these when you get them home, and you will definitely want to be rebuying your favourites to get organised. Fabulous deal. Tiffany, I've got to say a huge thank you to you, and just before you go, I want to read out some of the fabulous comments to you very quickly. Sheila says, how much she's absolutely loving the shows. Dana says, I love the quality of the products, standing behind the products and the educational community associated with all Totally Tiffany product, which I think is wonderful. And I think it's what everybody feels, Tiffany. Robbie saying how much she loves it. Caroline, Barbara, a different Deborah. We've got Panda Crafts, Sheila, Pammy, Rosalind, Mary Pat, Nancy. All of these and so many more, hundreds of people saying how much they love this product and how it's revolutionised their storage at home and how grateful they are to you. Thank you very much, Tiffany, for taking this time. I've loved chatting with you. We must put a proper coffee and catch up in the diary where we're not doing the selling thing. And I'm absolutely loving the hair. You look so classy. Take care. Do whatever you're doing. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much. It was so much fun to be on today, and so much fun to be on with you, Leann. We definitely need maybe not a coffee, maybe kind of, I don't know, maybe a wine or something. We'll do a little catch up. But thanks everybody for tuning in, all of you, and thank you for your support. And obviously I love doing all the classes and designing the products that work well in your craft room. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. I will see all of you next Tuesday for Tuesday Live, and then again the next time I'm here on Craft House or Launch Party. Have a great one.
Thank you so much, Tiffany. It's so great to see Tiffany, isn't it? I absolutely love it. We've got so much more coming for you, so much more. Now, if you're wondering what I'm talking about when I tell you a price and then say, of course, if you're a Platinum member, if you're new to us here at Crafters TV and you don't know what that is, here is a fabulous video to let you know all about the best craft club in the industry, Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the product.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part, and it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously, the people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Now, honestly, who wouldn't want to be part of that club or that crafty family? It really is exceptional here at CTV, and we appreciate every single one of you. Feel so privileged to be allowed into your homes to talk to you about our love of craft and give you the opportunity to get some fantastic deals. Jan and I are back now, and it's very, very busy, let me just say. So you've been shopping ahead on the website, you've been having a look at the little deals, you've been filling your basket with some Tiffany and flinging a couple of other things in. We had this deal for you earlier today, which is on our fabulous fancy frames. Jan showed you those lovely samples there at the top of the hour, and we did have a 6-piece set for you. That has sold out because you loved the rose design so much. So we've now got a deal on this 5-piece set for you, which is everything you could get before minus the rose design, which might be that one actually. I'm just going to check. This is roses, so this is the one you love. So that's like, look what you could have won. Now, you don't want me to be doing that with any of these other, I'm sure I will get fired one of these days. You don't want me to be doing that with any other of these dies and then coming to you and saying the bundle's already gone because one of them you love. So just get the bundle if you love it. Of course, if you want to just get one or two, they're singly on the website as well. This bundle is fantastic for all 5, 56.63 or 66.50. You're making a really good saving on this as well because you're still saving over 30%, which is fabulous. And of course, you can see those fabulous platinum member prices, which we've just explained to you in that little VT. The delicacy on these is absolutely incredible. I think they're some of the most delicate frames we have ever managed to achieve. In our dies, I have to be honest, and they are incredibly useful. As Jan explained earlier, they were designed to perfectly frame a photograph for you if that's what you want to do, to send those as heirlooms or as invitations or as announcements, whatever you want to do. But actually when you look at them, they're just a beautiful, elegant, delicate frame which can be used in so many different crafting applications. And I am absolutely certain that Jan is going to wow us with her next demo.
Right, so we're going to use the graceful flourish for this one, and I'm going to go along the lines of the photograph with this one. So I thought straight away that lends itself to scrapbooking, and we don't do as much scrapbooking as we would like to. It's something that I started doing years and years ago when my children were little, and funnily enough I've actually brought a photo, and you'll laugh, Leann, because we were talking about mini-me's earlier, weren't we?
We were.
Well, mine's not so mini anymore, but if I show you the photo, you'll understand what I mean about my mini-me.
Yeah.
This is my youngest daughter, obviously, and this one's me. It took a couple of years ago, and honestly, we used to go to parents' evenings and things like that, and they'd be like, oh, you must be here for Samantha.
Yeah.
You know, she's, and still to this day, we were at a barbecue at the weekend, just popped in for some lunch because her partner was running the barbecue, and one of her sets of friends is like, that's got to be your mum. And honestly, to say, my eldest daughter, totally different, looks totally different, blonde, well, she used to be blonde, but this one, honestly, she's always been my little mini-me. So this is my Samantha, very, very proud of her. She's all grown up now, she's not a mini-me anymore, she's taller than I am. But we're going to use this and build that beautiful frame just to pop and highlight. So I have done a little bit of work on the scrapbook page because it wasn't necessarily about the scrapbooking in this show.
And Jan, can I ask you what size that photograph is?
This is that traditional 6x4.
Okay.
Yep, so if I just pop it on, you can just see in the top corner there, we're up to the 6 inches. And this is typically, in the UK here, if you order a set of photos, this is probably the most popular size. You can get 7x5, you can obviously have them enlarged if you want them for photo frames. But this was just sent off as a set of, I think there was about 24 photos, and this is sort of the default size that we get them. So that fits, and you can just see here, when we've got it cut out, obviously we've got the block metal here, when we get the filigree pattern out, it just fits perfectly, and that's what I love about the products. Leann and her team put all the work in to do the design, which allows us to use it and not have to worry about it. So I've got some of my sexy black Centura Pearl, Leann. I don't know whether you've heard me talk about this before, but it only comes out on special occasions. I absolutely love the black
Can I just tell you a funny story about the first time we did Black Pearl? So the first time we ever did the Black Pearl card, it's probably about, I'd say I'm talking a good 7 years ago now, at least 7 or 8 years. And I was at we used to do a craft show, the NEC, those of you in the UK will know what that is. And we were doing the NEC, it was in November, and we were doing the Black Pearl. And sometimes we used to share rooms, us craft guests and what have you. So I was sharing a room with Sheena Douglas. I'll save all the stories for you because they were raucous times, let me tell you. But we would just fall into sleep. Sheena was in her bed, I was in my bed. We'd just fallen to sleep, and I said to her, I forgot to tell you. I'm bringing some Black Pearl card out next week in Centura. Literally, I've never seen anyone dive out of bed as quick and whack all the lights on in the room. And she went, Black Pearl. I'm like, yeah, Black Pearl. She was like, you have made my life. I'm like, Sheena, it's a bit of carpet. She dived out of bed. She couldn't sleep for the next 20 minutes, telling me exactly what she was going to do with all this Black Pearl card. Honestly, I've never seen anyone as excited. So you're in good company, Jan.
Honestly,
loving your Black Pearl.
It only comes out on special occasions, and I always call it it's sexy Black Pearl. It's, you know, and I love the matte black cardstock, but yeah, when I want something just that little bit special, the sexy black comes out, it does. So I just thought for this purpose, it was ideal for what I'm wanting to create. I had this vision that I wanted to create. So I've just run that through our Gemini, and that's gone nicely through the Junior there, and literally pop the tape out there, get rid of the extra pieces, and we've got that beautiful filigree. Now, we're not supposed to have favourites, I know that, but having said that, this one just fits the bill.
It's
it
lovely,
really
isn't it?
does.
We've got so many comments coming through, Jan. So we've got Susie, our social media superstar. She says, "Oh, my Samantha is a mini me too." You must share a photo for us, Susie, so we can see that. Connie Peltier says, "Oh, Jan, that photo is perfect for that frame. It's so beautiful." Pammy says, "These work really well for the insides of your cards. I've used them to accent the message inside like a border. They're so perfect." Pammy, I love that idea. Honestly, I had not thought of that, and I think that's a fabulous idea.
Yeah.
So many other people joining in, and everybody loved. You can't get them anymore because they're sold out. But your demo earlier, so much love for that as well, Jan. They're really loving it.
Thank you. I do love my demoing. I must admit, it's my sort of happy place, and I never refer to it as work anymore, Leanne. I just refer to it as playing, because that is literally what I'm doing. But just look, I think that is testimony to the dies. That is just literally a piece of pink cardstock which I'm going to bring in as an extra frame, and all I've done is literally just lay it on there so that you guys can see the quality of that at home, and I think that speaks volumes. I love that. It's got that almost Renaissance look to it, I think. And then again, if you think about this now, pop in behind here, you've got that beautiful design to fit inside. Now, I wanted to take it a stage further than that, whereas this looks stunning, I agree, because it was a scrapbook page and it's going to be a little memory in my scrapbook. I wanted to take it a bit further. So what I've done is I'm going to bring the one in that I did at home, and I've created a second frame just to go on the inside using some of my rectangular nesting dies. And then I've got the paper piecing bug going on from earlier. So all I've done is I've stuck, and it is just a little bit of copier paper, I've stuck the sides down and cut around the edge, just fussy cut around the frame, and I've started, can you see, adding the pink back in. And again, if you were watching earlier, you saw us using those release sheets, which were just a game changer as far as I'm concerned with regards to the paper piecing. And I've just left one or two little key areas there that I'm going to lift those pieces. So all I'm doing is using my tacky glue, which has been decanted into that little fine applicator, perfect for the job. I'm always talking about things being fit for purpose. And I've just popped a little bit of glue down, which is why I needed that paper in the background. And I'm literally just going to lift the other pieces off my release sheet and just finish off that little bit of decoration. And it just added in just that little extra touch, bringing that pink in to work. And I took the pink from the fact that my Samantha's got that lovely pinky tone in her clothing there, and that's where the sort of design came from. I knew I wanted to go with the black for the frame, and it was like, what colour am I going to contrast it with? And again, if you are a scrapbooker, you'll know that a lot of the colour combinations come from the photographs themselves.
Absolutely. Hannah Furness, she says, "I treat my black pearl cardstock like a treasure. I only use it for very special cards."
Absolutely, I agree totally.
Gilmore just wants to check, Jan.
Yep.
Did you say sexy black?
I did say sexy black.
Well, she thinks Nana Jan is kind of cute. Well, might be he. So Gilmore, whomever they are, says, "Did Jan say sexy black?" Laugh out loud. Nana Jan is cute. So I thought
I don't know whether I've ever been described as cute before.
There you go.
I must
It's the
admit,
first time for
that's
everything.
a first. So literally all I've done is just work my way around and add those extra pieces in. I'd started it off because, again, we like to try and fit as much in as we can for you while we're demonstrating. So I just think, you know, we've gone, this was lovely. I love the contrast of that against the pink. Beautiful. Just taking it that step further has actually enhanced it even more with that paper piecing. So what we're going to do then, like I said, I've done a fair bit of the design, and I'll just talk through where I've got to with my scrapbook page. So I've just taken a sheet of 12 by 12, more sexy product round the edge here. Oh my goodness, the gilding flakes.
Do you love them?
Oh. It's a love-hate relationship, Leanne, because I adore them, but I usually end up adorned in them because they just go everywhere without default. And obviously with the fan on here, I didn't want to do it, and it wasn't the focus of the show, but I've just gone round the edge.
Are they the luxury ones?
Yes.
Gorgeous.
With my glue pen. Oh, another product in my stash. The little glue pens. All I've done is gone round the edge with the chisel tip.
Yeah.
Let it go tacky, and then just pop the gilding flakes on, just to add that highlight. And again, I chose that lovely blush pink one, which coordinates with all the papers. So that was the background. Little bit of scrap, torn paper, bit of scrap off the edge of the, the cardstock that I was using. And then I've just used some of my alphabet dies that I had in my stash to just pop the word family. And then what I want to do is actually pop this one so that we've got that detail behind here. So I'm going to pop my photo down confidently with my tape pen, because I know that these are acid and lignin free, so I'm not too worried about whether that's going to damage my photo. I know it's safe, and literally just pop this where I want it to go, and I'm just going to use the frame so that I can get an idea of roughly where I want that to go. So about there. And then again, I'm going to go around the edge of here with my tape runner. Perfectly fine for working on those scrapbook pages. And
Jan, Connie Peltier says, oh Jan, that photo frame is perfect, it's just beautiful. Tess Age says, wow, this frame is gorgeous. Tracy Carter says, gorgeous. Caroline French, gorgeous frame. Kim, we love having you, Jan, on CTV. You are so inspirational with a big purple heart.
Oh, thank you guys. Honestly, do you know, I get overwhelmed by the comments when I come to work up here, because there's such a lovely bunch of people, our crafters. They really are. And, I get people messaging me at home on my Facebook page and things like that. And honestly, it is a little bit overwhelming, Leanne, because I love what I do. And this was my hobby that's turned into my job. You couldn't ask for anything better.
No,
and now being able to share that with all our customer base, not just here in the UK, but across the world, I still find it quite mind-blowing even now. And I mean, I've known you a long while now, Leanne.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's still, to this day, I still find it a little bit overwhelming with it all. So I really do appreciate all your comments, guys. So here we go. All it needed then was a little bit of embellishment. So whatever you have in your stash, I just happen to have some of our floral dies. This is the Charming Floral. And again, I've just cut some of these out, inked the edges, and popped some pink gems just in the middle there. And these are going to be my decoration. So whatever you have in your stash can work together with this. And I'm going to use a little bit of tacky glue. And I want a cluster of 3 of these at the top here, just to go and bring that extra bit of detail into the top of that space. And I've just cut these in white all-purpose card to match the title at the bottom, and then edged it with a little bit of our pink tulip ink there. So that's those 3. And just to balance that, I'm going to bring one of the smaller ones down to the bottom there, just so that we've got a little bit of balance going on. And then in my stash, I have these little sort of wording strips that I've had for years and years. So I've just got a couple there, and it just says, love you from the heart, which I just thought finished it off nicely. With it being in black, it just sort of goes nicely with that detail that we've already got on. And that's my scrapbook page, incorporating those beautiful frame dies. And I just think this page would have looked nice. In the past, I would have done it with just the photo, probably matted and layered it onto a couple of maybe the same colour card. I might have gone with the black and the pink, but I just think having the frames there actually really make that photo become the focal point on there. So if we just leave that there on that overhead, you can see all that beautiful detail, and this just playing centre stage in my gorgeous sexy black Centura pearl. Beautiful.
It's absolutely stunning, Jan, and there is so much love for it in the comments, I have to say. Gilmore says, laugh out loud, Leanne, I am a she. Leanne, you are cute too. Well, thank you. I'm pleased we got that sorted out, because I was feeling, thanks Gilmore, I was feeling a little bit you know, but thank you. I'm grateful, Gilmore, honestly. And then she says, wish my hair was as pretty as yours. I despise my frizzy hair. Gilmore, I'm going to post on my page. I used to have really frizzy hair. My natural state is frizzy hair. I've been following. I'm just going to give you the tip. Now we're turning to Vidal Sassoon now. Go and research the curly girl method, Gilmore, and it will transform anything that you feel is frizz. I'm sure it's beautiful. I can't see it, into more defined curls for you, because that was the trouble I was having. Go research it. Your life will be revolutionised as a result. So, look, all of the hints and tips here on Crafters TV, all of the hints and tips. Angela's really excited to get this collection. Connie again says that is a really beautiful scrapbook page. Great job, Jan. And Bobby, layout is so beautiful, etc. Just lots of love, Jan, for the project and for you. So I'm just going to show you the designs again very quickly. So we've seen that beautiful elegant one that Jan was using. These are the others. These are all of them that you're going to get in this collection for $56.63 or $66.50. You're a platinum member. You are saving over 30% on this deal, and that's for that's $45.30 and $53.20 if you're a platinum member. I'm just going to mention those bells. Don't just have to be Christmas. That can be wedding, confirmation, sympathy, christening, can be so many different reasons. It's not overtly Christmas. And this can be done as foliage as well. It really is beautiful. My favourite, the one that you used, Jan. Fabulous value for money and beautiful, beautiful dies. Don't hesitate to get that bundle if you like them, because they are going very fast, and we know the 6-piece bundle went because the rows went individually. Now we've got for you next. I'm so happy to be back after all of this time. Do I have to do it? Johnny saying you have to do it.
You've got to do it, Leanne. You've got to do it.
Oh, because I did it on the first ever show. The first ever launch show was me and Johnny on our own. And so this is, I feel like I'm living up. I feel like I need to do like Danielson on the Karate Kid. Ooh, the music. This is an out of this world deal. I mean, have I lost it? Have I still got it? I mean, Charlotte just went, wow. I don't know if that was a good wow or a bad wow. It was a good wow. We're all right with that then. And it is an absolutely out of this world deal. It's fantastic. So again, I looked at the details before we came live, and I thought it was all of those things. I didn't realise we're getting the caddy as well, which is absolutely phenomenal. So you're getting your caddy, which works with your Gemini and your Junior. And I'm just going to turn this around and show you that it's perfectly designed to just the feet of your Gemini and your Junior pop in there. So this can sit alongside your machine. We use them all the time here at Crafters TV, and it keeps it still and your machine sits alongside it. This little lip here are for all of your plates for your machine to stand up. Vertical, so you've got them nicely organised beside, and then you've got all of those receptacles to organise all of your craft things in there. And of course we included the thing that we all need to use when we're die cutting. Let me just do that there we go. The thing we all use all the time is our repositionable tape, and we included the tape cutter in there for you as well. So we have thought of everything. That is a brilliant tool. So you're buying this. This is $29.99 in our Out of This World deal. So you're going to buy this, and you're going to get everything else I'm about to show you for free. So you're getting a 3-pack of our low-tack tape for free. You're getting, is that going to fall over? Put that there. You're getting a pair of precision snips for free, and these, so the largest scissors and these precision snips, my 2 pairs of scissors that I can absolutely never ever live without. So you're getting those as well, and the quality on these. If you've used our scissors, comment, let everybody know just how fabulous quality that these scissors are. They're absolutely fabulous. So those scissors, and Jan, your favourite. You'd think
I've been waiting a long time for these.
You absolutely love these, don't you? We're getting these. Johnny's just said to me, are you sure? Well, Johnny, they were in my pile. I have no idea why we do it. Exactly. So these are just back in stock, and now we're giving you them for free in a bundle. So, I mean, just take advantage of that, because somebody's going to realise and then limit the bundle, because these are literally just back in stock, and they're fantastic. So you've got that jelly roller, you've got the roller ball for very fine detail, you've got a chisel nib, and you've got a bullet nib. You see those there. So chisel for detail, and you've got your bullet. I think I might have 2 bullets there. Yes, I have. So you've got a chisel and a bullet in the pack that you get. We've just picked up 2 bullets. But you get all 3 of those as well. So you're getting all of that. Pay for the caddy, get your 3 rolls of tape, your precision snips, and all of your glue pens for absolutely free. You are saving over 30% and only paying $29.99 or $39.95 today. This definitely is an out of this world deal. Sorry, I just needed to do it again. I think I might fancy myself as a voiceover artist. What do you think? Let us know. I don't know. Is it really annoying or is it okay? Let us know. And then if it's really annoying, I won't do it anymore. But it is good. You do need to grab it. And Jan, we're going to be having a look at the winter florals next, aren't we? Now, this deal is phenomenal, and it's that much stuff that they couldn't give me the pile of it. We had to look at it on this screen. And honestly, these dies I adore, Jan. They're fabulous. You're getting all of that for £120 or $159, and you are making a saving of over 30%, and it is the best ever price we've had on these, and they're really quite new. Really quite new. So we've got 33 dies, 30 stamps, and 192 sheets of decoupage in this deal. It's incredible, isn't it, Jan?
Honestly, it's massive. It really is a massive sort of chunk of product, isn't it? That's the only way I can describe it. There is so much involved in it, and I had the pleasure of launching these, and my goodness, they make such beautiful designs. They really do.
So I have got the dies here, and I thought I would just quickly show you them so you can see what you're getting. You'll understand the value, and then when Jan get your teeth in, Leanne. When Jan shows you how to use them, you're absolutely going to understand the value that you're getting. That was, yes, it was. It was. I don't know why. I don't know what I was calling you, Jan. It wasn't Jan.
I answer to most.
But I'm getting it right this time, absolutely. Now, Stacey and Ruth in our team worked on these here at Crafters Companion, and it took us a while, I have to say. So you get this fantastic outline die plus the cut-in detail, and when you lay them up, it creates this shaped card for you where you've got all of that detail, but the card is in the shape of the word, and then the decoupage fits around it. So you've got Noel, you've got Snow, you've got Holly, and you've got Joy, and they're all good size, around about 5 by 7, just over 6 by 4 in size. In terms of a finished card, you're getting all of those, and then you're getting your decoupage, your stamps, your decoupage sheets, your stamps and your dies. So your decoupage sheet and dies work together, your stamps and your dies work together, your stamps will work on their own if you want them to. And also, when your decoupage sheets run out, the download is available. The details are on the back of the pad, so you can go and download and print these sheets as many times as you like in the future, so that your dies never stop working for you. It is a fabulous deal, and we do that for free. We just give you the link on the back of the pad. We don't charge you for it. We just say go and download it, print it as many times as you like once you've used your pad up. It really is fabulous. I'm sure you'll agree. And I can't wait, Jan, to see what you're going to show us to do with them.
Right, well, I had the pleasure of launching these, Leanne, so I loved having a play with them, and I just love how much, and it's hard to actually show you on screen until you know, if you were ordering this and get it home, just how much is involved. Now, there are 4 different words, and I've just chose one of them to work with, and I chose the Noel to work with on this particular occasion. Now, we've done lots of the shaped cards, which actually I showed this one at the top of the show. So the concept behind these, and the dies are all done specifically to get that little bit of a fold in your card blank here to create that lovely freestanding shaped card. Now, Jan being Jan, we're not going to do that. I'm going to use it in a different way, and I'm a bit of a rogue, Leanne. It's like I would always demonstrate normally that concept, but we have seen that on many occasions. So I'm actually going to use it on the front of a card, and we're going to pop some little shaker elements behind it as well. So what I've done is I've taken the wording die, which gives me my Noel. I've also taken the decoupage pad and the decoupage die, which cuts out that, which I'm going to show you how that works in a second. And then I've I've taken the stamp set that goes with it, in this instance just to use a sentiment. But I love the fact that if and when you get through that pile of decoupage, you've still got the stamp set that you can colour and cut out with the same metalwork that you've used. So it's thinking about the longevity of the collection. It's not a case of when this has gone, you can't use it, because we've got that stamp in there, along with other little embellishments to help you make that decoupage if that's what you wish to do. So what we're going to do is, first of all, I'm going to show you how to cut the decoupage. So these are all the same. You've got sheets of the same decoupage, and I love the colour palette on this one. So I've just taken my sheet out ready, and then we need the die set that matches the decoupage here. So again, I've got my tape at the ready, and if you have a look, all the pieces are numbered. And if you've not come across decoupage, if you're a new crafter and you're thinking, what on earth is she talking about? All decoupage means is layering up your design. So you always start with the largest element at the bottom, and then you go to the next size down and the next size down until you eventually get to those little pieces that finish it off and just make the depth. Now you can actually layer this up with foam pads, but my preference is actually using the 3D Collal glue. I like the sculpting that it gives with the glue rather than the foam pads being a little bit more flat. So the dies here, and again, the way that these have been planned, you think, right, well, I've got my die there, Jan, but what's this funny little bit for here? And that's the bit that we're going to focus on. So the cutting edge, almost round the edge of the metalwork. We're going to lay that over the top, and the little piece here we're going to marry up. It's got a number 1 on here, tells me that I'm working with piece number 1, and I'm going to lay this little piece that sticks out here over the top of my design, and making sure that that one covers the number 1 on the piece of decoupage. And once I'm happy with that, I'm going to stick that in place, and you can see how invaluable that low tack tape becomes at that point. All right, and then we're going to get the next one, and we're going to do exactly the same. So I've got piece number 2 now, and I know that because the number's on the back of the metal here. I'm going to go to my next piece, and I'm going to cover the design. I'm going to make sure that this covers my number 2. So easy to line up and just pop it in place. And then I'll cut a third piece. I'm not going to cut them all out because I've already done this because I needed the glue gel to dry. Again, piece number 3 has got the number on there. I'm going to lay it over the top, just make sure it covers the design, make sure that that number 3 is covered up nicely, and then you would carry on with the rest of the pieces and pass that through your machine. So we'll just cut those 3 for now, just to show you how that works. So again, thin metal dies, so I'm just using my normal sandwich of plates there, pass it through the machine. And then you've got those pieces to either layer up with your foam pads, like I said, or if you want to use the glue gel, you can. I just think, again, it's a bit of a personal thing. If you talk to our Craig, he loves his foam pads. I tend to prefer using the glue gel. I don't know, which camp are you in, Leann?
Glue gel.
Yeah. I just think it allows you to sort of just sculpt it a little bit more, but
yeah. Just
look at the detail. I'm going to bring it onto this one again so that you can see. And you've got that beautiful border around the base piece because that's our starting piece. But then when I take the next one off, you can see that this one has been cut right to the edge of the piece there, ready to line up over here. Now, not just that, the die has also got inside, if we have a look at the inside of the die, it's got a phenomenal amount of detail on the inside, so that transfers to your piece. It's not easy to pick this up on camera, but this is now embossed detail as well, so it's not just cut it out. If I turn it over, you can actually see probably better on the back the sculpting on the back of there, so you get that beautiful texture because no flower's just completely flat. And then we're going to layer that one on the top. Now, because I like to use the gel, I like to just shape these a little bit with my fingers so that you've got that sort of piecing coming on. And then we just cut the 3 out of there. Normally you would cut all of them out, but just to speed up the process a little bit. And you would just keep layering them until you get your finished piece that looks like so. And then, because I wanted a little bit of extra on it, again, I'm not sure whether we can pick it up on camera, I've just used my clear sparkle pen just on the white flowers there, to add that little tiny bit of detail. Just our Charlotte's coming to have a look, see if we can find it. Look there, just that little bit of sparkle on the white, just to add that extra detail on there. So that's ready to go on my wording. So the next thing we need to do is cut the wording out. So I'll come back to all those pieces in a little while. So I need my Noel, and on this one we've got the outside casing. Again, if I bring you this one so that you can see here, you've got that outside piece with your central element, and just here at the top there's actually a break in the die cut edge here, and this is what allows us to create that little hinge if you're wanting to use it as a card blank with the shape of the letter, the wording. So because there's no die cut piece here, if we pop this up against the fold on our piece of cardstock, you're going to get that little hinge there to create your card blank. Now I just wanted to create a blank piece for this. So what I've done is I've laid mine onto some craft card, and in order to get this one in the right place, I always use the second part of the die with it. So I always lay this down inside where I want it to go, and then stick my inside piece so that I get that perfect spacing, and then I would take this one away before I do the cutting. So you can see how I've arrived at that. And then where it didn't cut at the top, because of that piece that's been designed to create the hinge, I've just trimmed with my little snips at the top. So that's going to be my outline piece. But then I also want to create a second piece on some red that's got the wording on there. So I'm just going to put those to one side, bring those plates back in again, see if I can salvage a bit of my tape there, because I always end up with loads of pieces, just to keep that in place. And then again, thin metal dies, same sandwich, and run that one through our Gemini again. So this is going to layer up on top of the piece with the craft card, and then we're going to bring in that beautiful piece of decoupage. Now don't worry if you hear the crackling sound like it is there, it is just the pressure in the machine there. So we've got that Noel, take that one off, pop that to one side, and we've got that beautiful lettering that I know now is the perfect size to mat and layer on the top of there, just like that.
That is absolutely beautiful.
No messing.
It does make a gorgeous topper, doesn't it?
It does, absolutely. And then what I've done is I've just popped a little bit of acetate on the back of the letter O, because I want to raise this on some foam and actually just create a little shaker element in there. So let's have a look at all the pieces then. Card blank, and I think we went for the full 8 1/4 inches of our A4 here, and it is 5 3/4 folded in half with my fold at the top. Just chosen some paper from our Winter's Tale paper pad. I just thought the red there went nicely with my and the background, because I didn't want to waste it, of course, we've got rid of some of that out of the middle, and I've saved that to use for something else.
That's lovely. Do you know we've got so many comments coming through, Jan? First, Kathy C says, laugh out loud, Leanne, you've still got it. Thank you, Kathy. That is so kind of you. I'm very grateful. Eve says, thanks, Leanne. I'm saving this later for the hair tips. Eve, you're welcome. And Tracy says that she loves the announcement for the Out of This World deal. Maybe we need to record it and use it. I think it would drive everybody insane. Mary Pat says she loves that caddy. It really holds more than she expected. Such a great use of space from Tess. Elaine says she uses hers every day. Roseanne says these scissors are awesome. I have all three and I absolutely love them. Kay Restad says, how wonderful to have Leanne and Jan together. I agree with you, Kay. They need to let us do it more often. And we've got so much more. Love my little scissors. Scissors are the best. Susie says, I have CC scissors everywhere. Kitchen, junk drawer, 2 sets in the craft area. I had to buy my daughter her own set so she wouldn't take mine. They are fabulous scissors. You're absolutely right. Jane says, I don't know. I always feel odd reading these ones out, but I will, because you've sent it, Jane, and we're grateful. Jane Byford says, I love watching you, Leanne. You brighten up my day, and having 2 gorgeous ladies, you and lovely Jan, CCTV is a real treat. Thank you so much. Donna's saying, Leann and Jan are a fabulous team together, such lovely, knowledgeable ladies. Thank you for sharing your gifts. Jan, I think we need to do it again.
Maybe we do. Maybe we do, yeah. Maybe not such a long gap this next time.
Absolutely.
But I'm only here every so often because I know we've had this conversation many times.
We
but because
have.
I only work part-time, I'm not here as much as some of the other guys. But what I do try and do is bring a lot of different things to the table. I love sort of working with the products and working out what else they can do and how we can use them. So yeah, all I've been doing while you've been chatting, Leann, is I've done my matting and layering. I've stuck that red layer that I just love the red on the craft card. I think it's a gorgeous combination. I've got a bit of a soft spot for my craft card.
Very
and
traditional.
Then I want to highlight this area to pop a few little shaker pieces in, but just because I want it all to be the same height, I'm going to use that same foam there just to braise the rest of the wording as well, otherwise it's going to dip at each side. So I'm just going to put a little bit either side sort of to bridge it and make sure it's all the same. And then again we're going to take the backing off. Do you know, me and foam tape, Leann, we have a love-hate relationship. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't for me.
I have the same issue, Jan.
Do you?
I do, Jan.
Do you know, you've made my day, Leann.
I honestly don't know. I don't know why.
It works fine at home, doesn't it?
It works fine at home, but then I get on TV and it just will not behave for me.
Do you know, you have made my day, because some of the craft experts just make it look so easy. And it depends what day it is as to whether it works for me or not. Sometimes it just does not want to play.
Well, I look like I've got 3 hands and they're all left when I'm trying to do it. Seriously.
We've not done bad there. Not done bad at all. It's behaving itself there. I thought we were going to have issues at the beginning. But I think just need that last little bit off that section just to make sure that we've got a nice seal. And then I'm just going to have to guesstimate. I've brought some of our, I was like green, red, which one shall we go with? But just as a contrast, I've brought some of the green sequins there. And what I want to do is just pop. It doesn't need many. It's only that little area. So I'm just going to have a sways as to where. Oh, that's a nice placing there because I'm working on that fern leaf there. So I just want to put a few onto here. It doesn't need a lot in there, just a few. And then we're going to lay that piece down over the top. And just because I want to have a really nice stick over those sequins, I like to just add a little bit of the wet glue as well so that that seeps into the card and gives it a nice stick there. And that's going to go over the top. I want those to stay inside my little frame there that I've made. And then just centre that one either side. And then don't be tempted to shake it straight away. Just let that glue set.
Jan, Rhonda has reminded us of something that we've been very remiss about.
Oh.
She's put the whole Foam on a Roll song in there. How confident are you at singing the Foam on a Roll?
I love it.
Yeah.
I've sung it many, many times with our Ben.
Yeah.
But I didn't know whether... What do you think? Shall we go around?
I mean, I don't know the words.
Don't you?
No.
You're kidding me.
I'm not kidding you.
She's fibbing.
I don't think I've ever done it.
Have you not?
No, I don't think I have.
Shall we do a rendition then?
Should we do it then?
Shall we?
Are you going to
I didn't know
lead?
whether it was appropriate or not. I'm quite happy to lead.
Yeah.
All right.
You lead, Jan. Go on.
So,
ready?
are we ready? Count us in then. 1, 2, 3. Foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll. Hey!
Do you know, I think I could learn those words.
I think you could manage that,
I
Leann.
think I could learn those
words. A
words.
lady of your calibre, I have every confidence that you could learn.
I'm going to practice that tonight, Jan. And I'm going to send you a voice message. You can tell me if I've got it. Okay? All right, then.
I think somebody's pulling my leg over here. I don't know. I do. So what I'm going to do then is I've just got these in that centre part there, and then I'm going to bring in that beautiful spray of decoupage. So I just want to pop a little bit of wet glue across that piece on there, and then I'm just going to stick. You could use your, if you wanted to raise it a little bit further, you could still use that 3D glue gel again, and then I'm just going to hold that onto the tacky glue for a second. I don't mind. They're having a chat now about foam on a roll in my ear. I don't mind a good old sing-song at any time, but it was just, we've had such a sad week.
Yeah.
I didn't know whether it was appropriate or not, but if our customers are missing it, we're here to please, aren't we? There we go.
I think it was okay because I think we need to lift spirits sometimes, Jan, and I think it has been a sad week. But I think looking at all of the pictures that have been shared of our very dearly departed Queen in the media shows somebody who had a real love for life. And
she had a very good sense of humour as well, by all accounts, didn't she?
And so I am sure she would have loved and joined in with Foam on a Roll.
There we go. So I've just done a little bit of white heat embossing, and that is from our stamp set there that just, I love the From Our Home to Yours at Christmas. I think that's a really nice sentiment for Christmas. And again, just needs that ink to dry on there, but if I spin you that one round, just showing that beautiful wording. We've got the decoupage work in there as well. I chose a paper that wasn't too fussy because I didn't want it to overtake that detail at the front. And then you've got just those little shaker pieces in there because we can, because it's a Christmas card.
Oh, Jan, I love that card. And I'm just reading this comment here from... oh, where is it? I just have to read it out to you because it was so... Hey, so Christine Mahoney, we know our Christine very well, don't we? Hello and welcome, Christine. She says, oh my gosh, I'm going to make this card today.
Oh,
I love it so much. There we go.
That is, honestly, I love to hear
how
that
fabulous
it's inspired someone.
And I must just tell you what Mary said before we do demo of the show. Get yours ready, Dan, because we'll show yours too. Mary Williams says, I have written this before. Are we doing demo of the day or demo of the show? Demo of the show, so you don't want mine. I'm trying to read Mary's comment out, guys, and you're chin wagging in my ear. And I'm trying to read Mary's comment out. Right, so Mary's comment is, and she says, I've written this before, but I have to tell you how kind you are to each other. I watched when I was ill with depression just for the noise, and I often wish I lived near CC so I could work there. Do you know, Mary, that means the world to me, and I'm sure it does to all of the other staff here at CTV, because we absolutely love being in your living room, and we count it as a privilege that you all invite us in and you listen to our foam on a rolls, our curly hair advice, and my terrible announcements for an out of this world deal. And it's just great that it brings a little bit of joy. So Mary, thank you for taking the time to write that. Now I know they're rushing me on, so we've got to choose. We've got to choose the demo of the show. The demo of the show. Jan, show us the demos.
Here we
and then
go.
We're going to get the number in.
We've done 3 demos around our gorgeous Tiffany presenting all those products. So top of the list was those beautiful Swash dies, which have they gone now completely? Sold. So that was the first one. So if you've got those, feel free to have a go at some of the inspiration that we've shown you. That's number 1. Number 2 was my little mini-me there in our scrapbook page using those beautiful frame dies. I just think they add such a quality to those photographs. So that was number 2. And then number 3, we've just used the winter florals there with that decoupage just to create a little shaker Christmas card.
Thank you, Jan. Susie has got like 30 seconds to count all the numbers. So off you go, Susie. Let us know what demo of the show is, and then we need to do demo of the day. While Susie's doing her counting, I've got a fantastic preview for you with these amazing door reveal dies. They're launching on the 16th here on CTV on Friday at 2 p.m. Please do not miss this show. These are incredible. You loved the envelope in the Memory Book collection. These doors are to replicate that technology where it's perforated so you can open up and reveal. You've got them in this lovely half circle, the rectangle and the square. And just to give you an example, we've got an advent calendar that's been made here using that fantastic paper pad. And look, they're perforated with a little lip so you can pick it up, unperforate and reveal your personalised little treats inside. These are fantastic, and I must show you this. Our Liam was telling me about this when we were doing something earlier, later last week. This is a blog post, so you can use these dies and create this 360-degree advent. All of the instructions from Liam are on his blog, and of course, big gift in the middle for Christmas Day. Absolutely has to be. I think they're exceptional. They're really unique. You're going to have them in your set and be using them so many times. Right, we've got 2 minutes and we're waiting for the winner of the demo of the day is... The demo of the show, sorry, I keep getting it wrong. I mean, you can't get the stuff, can you? demo of the show is demo number 2.
Number
there
2.
we
Oh,
go.
that's
Demo
my little,
number 2.
That's my little mini
there you go.
isn't it? Yeah. Thank you, guys.
And I think
Shall I
that
run
was
over there
very
with
well
that one
deserved.
quick for you?
Yes, please.
Yes, I'll bring you that
yes,
one across.
run over here, Jan. Well, as fast as I can. I'm running to you.
I think
Look,
I
I've just
might
gone
have
off
a
the
win
thing.
today.
We've met in the middle and I'm
might
running
have a
back.
win.
I'm running back. We met in the middle. I'm so sorry. You couldn't see any of us there. That's an example of how not to do it. Right, okay, so we're going to go with number 1, paper piecing. Number 2, fabulous frames with glitter card. Number 3, scrapbook page. And that's demo of the day. So Susie's in again, 30 seconds.
Oh, wow, no pressure there. Bless.
Here we go. Oh, so many people saying that they loved our singing and they think that it would have been appreciated. Here we go, ready? Demo of the day is this one.
Lovely.
Yay!
Thank you, guys.
Well done, Jan. It really is
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Jan, I have had a fabulous time this last 2 hours. It's been a pleasure. And thank you to our Tiffany as well for joining us. That was gorgeous. We've had such a wonderful time. Huge apologies for running out of shot there at the end. Terribly unprofessional. But I had to get the demos so you could see them. Apologies for the singing. Ben can judge me on that. Maybe he'll do it with a little bit of Debbie tomorrow. So Ben's back tomorrow with our fabulous Debbie Robinson. It's going to be a packed schedule again. I think I'm booked in for next week sometime. Oh, I'm in on Friday morning. I'm in on Friday morning on Wake Up Calls. So I will see you there. Have a gorgeous rest of the day, whatever you're doing. It's been wonderful spending this time with you. Thank you to Jan and have the best day.